Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll be solving this problem called matrix script. So let's go through this. Here you can see in the description, Neo, which is coming from I think Matrix movie. Neo has a complex matrix script. The matrix script is n cross m grid of strings. It consists of alphanumeric characters, spaces and symbols. These guys, exclamatory mark, @ hash, dollar, percentage, ampersand. So these are the symbols, then spaces, then alphanumeric characters. So these are the things script has. So it's a n cross m type, and here you can see this is an example. So THIS dollar hash is percentage space matrix hash space percentage exclamatory mark. So this is what you can see. So this, and then there are some bunch of symbols and spaces, and then the alphanumeric characters. So to decode the script, Neo needs to find each column and select only the alphanumeric characters and connect them. So we have to remove all the symbols and spaces, and we just have to extract the alphanumeric characters. Neo reads the column from top to bottom and starts reading from leftmost column. So from left and top to bottom, it is we have to read from left to right. Right? And then if there are symbols or spaces between two alphanumeric characters of the decoded script, then Neo replaces them with a single space. So whenever you have symbols or spaces between two alphanumeric character, you replace it with single space for better readability. So here you can see this will be removed. Now Neo feels that there is no need to use if condition for decoding. So that is important. We don't have to use if condition. An alphanumeric character consists of capital A to Z, small a to z, and 0 to 9. This we are already aware of. So this was the description. Now the input will be, first line will be space separated integer values n and m. N means rows and m means columns. Next n line contains the row elements of the matrix script. So here n has to be greater than n and m will be in between 0 and 100. So 0 will be avoided if I will use if condition. And print the decoded matrix script. So you can see here 7 cross C 3. So 7 rows are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and 3 columns are there, 1 2 and 3, right? You can see that. Now if you will extract this is same thing, I think this here. So if you will extract the word, this is how it will look like. THIS dollar hash IS percent space M A T R I X, then hash space percentage exclamatory. So this is how it looks, right? Now you have to remove these parts, and you have to do a single space. So you can see this is what you will be getting if you will one by one attach it, but you want output in this fashion. So here you can see this guy is removed with a space here, this guy is removed with space here, and these guys are as it is because you just have to remove the spaces or symbol between two alphanumeric characters. So here you can see there are no alphanumeric characters. Here it was S and M, then S and I, in between you have these characters now. So that's why only these guys are replaced, not this one. So that's the output. So Neo replaces the symbols and spaces between the two alphanumeric characters with a single space for better readability. Final decoded script becomes this, right? So we have to do 2-3 things. First we have to make this string, and then we have to do something so that we'll be able to convert this into this string, right? This one. So what is given to us, you can see some of the libraries are given. First we are having the values of n and m. You can see n and m we are getting. Then matrix is uploaded. So metric underscore item is getting input and it is appending. So let's see how it looks. Let me do print matrix. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so you can see here this is all rows are a list element. That's how they are taking the input that is given to us. Now what we can do, we can separate it out. We can run a for loop, right? We can run a for loop so that it will take the first element of first position of all the elements, then second position of all elements, then third position of all elements. So you will need two for loops. Okay, so let's write it so that you can see how it will look. So simple for loops I am using, that's all. So I'll delete it. Let me use for loop for j in range m. M is the number of what m is the number of columns, right? So for each column you are reading the for I in matrix, you're reading the first guy, right? And what I'll do is I'll store it in temp variable. Let's say temp dot append I j. Okay, so temp I'll define here. That's temporary. So let's see how temp looks like. Print. Okay, so you will be able to see. So here you can see you have separated it, THIS dollar, then this sign, and everything is in sequence, right? So what it is doing is for every column, this guy is this for loop is representing column, this for loop is representing rows, right? So for one column it is looking for all the elements in the list, the first guy, right? So j is column 0, right? So first guy it is looking. Then when all the THIS then dollar hash I is finished, then j value will increase to 1, right? 0 1 2 it will be, so 1, then same process will happen. So column wise it is taking all the values. So it is just simple two for loops I've done, and this is how it looks. Now if I'll combine it, so instead of writing like this, we'll do temp equal to, I'll just join it, dot join, will join the temp, all the elements. Now if I'll print temp, we'll see one single string. So you can see this is what we have got, this is what we wanted, same thing. Right now what we have to do is we have to remove this with spaces. So what you can think of here, the trick comes, that's what makes this problem a bit tricky. So if you can think of what I have to do, I have to replace some bunch of symbols and spaces with a single space. So can you think of re dot sub, right? Regex. So regex is the best way. So I'll import re, and I have to substitute, right? So I'll remove this guy. So instead of substitute, I'll just show you how things look like by using instead of space, I'll use something. Let me show you. Let me do t is equal to re dot, right, re dot find all I'll do, so that you will be able to see. And here I'll write print t. So what do we have to do? We have to print all, right? Print all or some expression, and I'll provide here temp. Now what expression we have to write here? So see, whatever I have used in the previous question, postal addressed one, that's what I'll use here. So if what is written here, this same thing I'll write in expression form. The symbols or spaces between two alphanumeric characters. So let me write it. Two alphanumeric, right? Alphanumeric has what? Capital A to Z, small a to Z, and 0 to 9. This is one alphanumeric character. Another alphanumeric character, I'll have same thing. Copy it, Control C, Control V. So you have two alphanumeric character. In between you have what? These symbols and spaces. So these guys are there. Right, these symbols and spaces. You might think like this, I can put space right, I can have space like this, and you need bunch of characters. So this should work, right? You might think this should work, but let's run it so that you will see. So there is no match okay, so because what is happening, you have one alphanumeric alphanumeric character, then again you are having here alphanumeric character, and in between you are having this space you have not filled. 1 minute, or I can remove this. Okay, now there will be a match. No, there is not. So comma, underscore, space, everything, print T, find all, R is also there, A to Z alphanumeric character, then you have exclamatory mark, at the rate, everything is there. Still it is not working, right? So what could be the problem? One minute. Okay, let me do something like this, whether there is any match or not. So yeah, there is a match whenever there is a alphabet. Okay, Control Z. Now let me remove this guy. So space, it will not work actually, that's the problem, I think. Yeah, there is a match now. These guys, so it is looking for what? If you have alphanumeric character, after that if you have any of these symbols, it is capturing it. You can see S, then star, dollar, then S, then percentage, X, hash, right? If I'll have another this, what's the problem? A to capital Z, A to Z. Okay, now what will happen? 0 to 9. So what I'm telling is, do you have anything like alphanumeric character, then some symbol, then again alphanumeric character? Then it says no, temp is not having anything, right? Why? Because you have more than one. You have not told whether 1 or 2, right? Here you can see here you have 2, right? 2 symbols, so that's why it is not. Here you have space as well as percentage. So what do you have to do is, you have to put plus, so it will check for one or more symbol is present between two alphanumeric character or not. Now see, now there is a match, right? So alphanumeric character, there is a two alphanumeric character, and in between you have more than one symbol, right? But here there should also be a match, right? But it is not showing any match here. It's because you are using this space instead of using space actually. So if you have I'll show you RE. In RE you can represent spaces by /s. Where is it? This one, right? So to represent spaces you can use this S or capital S. Means capital S will skip it, small s will consider it, the spaces, right? So if I'll do, instead of this guy I'll write /s, then it will capture both, right? So you can see here it is taking that, but I don't want these guys. I don't want this alphanumeric characters. I just want spaces and symbols. So what I'll do is I'll keep this guy in bracket and I'll say what? I'll say question mark less than equal to. So this will not consider the previous alphabet. Similarly I'll do here question mark equal to, right? And here I'll close the bracket. That will give you the only symbols and spaces. You can see symbol spaces, symbol spaces, like this. And here it is not making a match because you don't have any alphabets around it. So yeah, so we are done now. So you can see that now you can match the pattern. So instead of this we just have to put the space. So now I can use RE dot sub. So I'll keep this sub we have already done. This will be there. Then one more argument it takes. What do we have to feed? So we have to feed space. So whenever there will be these matches, it will convert it one single space, and then and print T. So now you are done. You can see, right? All the test cases are passed. Here also everything is passed. Okay, so it's a good use of regex. You can see it was hidden use of regex, although this part is not a problem, this for loop one, but the problem is with this regex. So if you are really good with regex, you can have a good command. I think you know the best thing about Python then. Okay, so this was the program matrix script. Now let's move on to the next problem.